And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch it now, Barney! Gone! Over!
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gone! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Thomas. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken. Down at the 22. Here's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
To throw now in his own end zone. His throw incomplete. The safety Keanu Neal there to knock that one free.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Lucky 56.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And his throw here is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable for Thomas. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Get him, boy! Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. This is Thomas. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
They're going to look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nyheim Hines in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And this one is incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Detroit!
Now Thomas. play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll drop to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over! 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 Over!
They'll drop to throw. So left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This is Hines. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now they try the right side here. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Gone! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
They'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Stills the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now it's Hines. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And down it goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back now in Atlanta.
Detroit! Detroit! Everyone's got 4 down.
They run with Hines. And he loses the football the second time. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So here's Greg Zerline now as he'll try for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Lucky 56.
On first down, Osborne. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, Zerline on to add the extra point. And, oh, it's blocked. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the gun, Osborne buying time to his left. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing again. Osborne throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking to throw on second down. Osborne flushed out right. He drops it off for Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it third down and 10. Back to throw. Osborne forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. In for the score. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Gun! 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 All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good pickup there at 22. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nyheim Hines, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down. Osborne to the right side to Eric Ebron. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw on 2nd down. Osborne. Ebron's got it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Osborne. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, Osborne. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tech McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Osborne. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet. So I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.